medical field is so corrupt. This is the part two to the video that I did where I said the sun is brighter than ever. Where I said that the medical field is so corrupt, right? So what I did was, I'm not sure how many of you viewed the video where I was talking about how my primary care physician tried to book me for appointment for a psychiatric evaluation, right? So here are the most recent revelations. This is how corrupt the medical field is, right? For real, because I'm trying not to get worked up. But this is a continuation from the last live that I did, not from today, but about how corrupt the medical field was and how my primary doctor tried to set me up for a psychiatric evaluation. So I went in there complaining about heart pains and sharp piercing pains in my brain, right? So I played the last clip from that meeting and from them phone calls, right? So this is what they did. I called records last week so I could get my records so I could prove that my primary doctor set me up for a psychiatric evaluation against my consent, and I specifically requested to talk to a therapist, right? This is what they did. I called records because records was prove. I tried to get my medical records. My medical records were to prove that I was in there complaining about my heart and specific pains that I was having in the brain. Do you know that these people told me, they just called me and told me that they're not allowed to give me my medical records now because they're saying it's some mental health things and my medical record, and it's against company policy to give me my medical files because it's dealing with mental health issues. So what the medical field is doing, or my primary doctor, what they're doing is trying to cover their own skin. They know that if they would have gave me my medical records, it would have proved that this primary doctor that I have did something that's against the law. Because I went in there complaining about my heart and sharp pains to the brain. And she said the only way she could have got me a CAT scan was by telling them that it was paranoia ideation, basically mental health. So she's telling me that everything that I was experiencing in my head, the pains and everything, was the only way she could set me up for a CAT scan. So you mean to tell me I'm coming in here stressing head trauma or head pains, and the only way that you could have scheduled me for a CAT scan is about making it about mental health? So the records department literally just called me and told me that I'm not allowed now to request my records because it's dealing with mental health. When did it become a mental health thing? Because I came in there complaining about my heart and complaining about these pains that I was having in my head. So they're literally working against me because they know that I had that doctor dead to rights. So now I got to speak with this fake advocate that worked for the same hospital institute. Just like I just told a lady on records, how are y'all gonna refer me to an activist that works for y'all company? Like, y'all best interest is to protect the company and to protect that doctor because y'all know that y'all violated not only HIPAA laws, but y'all violated my rights. And it's going to show that I specifically requested for a CAT scan because of the pains that I was dealing with in my head. You told me, and I have the phone call recorded, that the only way you could set me up for that is putting it in the system as paranoia. When I say that's bogus and the medical field so crazy, the program, they almost killed me today. Forced heart attack. I was begging these people to literally sedate me so I could overcome the pain that I was enduring when I was in the emergency room today. When I say it really felt like my heart was in a vice grip and they were just tighten it. I'm talking about the most excruciating pain that I had to ever deal with today. I literally just got out the emergency room not even 2 hours ago. So they know that I'm on their ass in a sense. And they're literally telling me or denying me my medical records because they said, oh, where's something dealing with mental health issues and you're a medical record. You're my primary care physician. You're not a psychiatrist. How are you going to make my records dealing with mental health issues just so I can't obtain them and prove that what you did was against the law, and you are not only against the law, but you violated my rights? So they done went through all of this to keep me jumping through hurdles, and so that I won't prove my case. When I say that the medical field is so corrupt and they have everything to do with targeting, When I was in there, if I load up the video from me being in there today, when my heart felt like it was about to bust today, do you know that for some strange reason, at that precise moment, all of the nurses, all of the doctors cleared the floor. So literally, I'm the only one on the floor at this time. They're not responding to my buzzer when I'm pressing, calling for a nurse, any of this. It took them literally minutes. I had to get on the phone and tell my girlfriend to hurry up and get up there because they was leaving me to die. These people totally disregard me. The floor was empty. My heart rate was up to like 119. It felt like my heart was literally ready to explode. And all of a sudden, I'm pressing the buzzer to get a nurse to come in there to help me. I'm talking about my EKG machine is buzzing. Beep, 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 beep. They literally left me in there to die. They only came in there after I called my girlfriend and told her to hurry up and get in here. If I load up this video, y'all will see how creepy and how weird and ominous these people are and how they've been treating me since I've been going to the hospital, dealing with what I've been dealing with. So really, it makes me uncomfortable because they put me in a situation where now any hospital that I go to that's affiliated with the hospital who put that weirdo stuff in my file, they already got me literally mocked down as a mental health patient. How is that even legal when my whole concern was coming up there and y'all seen that my heart rate, the doctor saying it is documented. Everything is documented. So they cut me off from getting access to my own medical files because it would have proved that what this primary care doctor did to me was highly illegal. I came in there complaining about pains in the head and my heart hurt. And you put it in the system. You took it upon yourself to put it in the system as a mental health issue when the machinery already showed y'all that I have a elevated heart rate. I still got the medical discharge papers explaining what my blood pressure was, my breathing, my respiratory was, and what my heart rate was, and they clocked it at 116. So if I'm coming in there showing symptoms of a heart attack and I'm telling you that I'm getting these weird pains in my head, how could you chalk this up as mental health? It's crazy. This is literally what has happened to me dealing with the hospitals. And it's really no win, but I'm going to fight it until the end, until they do what they do, force me to have a heart attack, kill me off, or do whatever. I'm gonna continue to fight it. I'm going to document every aspect of every visit. I'm going to change primary care doctors. Not that that's going to even matter, to be honest, because they already showed me the power that they wield, and they literally control the medical industry, which is no surprise to me. But how bold they've been getting over the last few visits is ridiculous. It proves that something is going on. And they're literally blocking me from the evidence that would prove that something's going on. So it's really no win. I even asked the lady on the phone, I said, so is there any way that I could go and see y'all company policies? She said something, no, there's no way you could go and see it. How? So you mean to tell me that as a patient there, I'm not even allowed to know the company policies? What are you talking about, lady? She's talking about something where I'm gonna refer you to an advocate. I said, who do the advocate work for? She's talking about somewhere she worked for us. Then why would you refer me to somebody that's like it's already biased into it? They're gonna do that's like you referring me to HR to file a complaint against you. Why would you do that when that person's sole purpose is to protect the company? Of course, I'm not stupid. Her sole purpose is to protect the company. So of course y'all gonna have each other back because y'all already know in detail what those medical records gonna show. It's gonna show that she lied. First and foremost, I got the phone call recorded. She told me that the only way that I could get scheduled for a CAT scan is by her putting it in the system as paranoid ideation. That's false. So now you're telling me there's no way that I could go and see y'all company policies because it'll prove what I'm saying is correct and that she just lied. That it don't take a rock. I don't have to be a heart surgeon or a doctor or a nurse or LPN or RN or any of that to know that that's a load of BS. That's a crap. So you mean to tell me that I have to specialize in the medical field to understand that you're telling me that the only way I could get scheduled for a CAT scan is by putting it in the system as a mental health issue? Come on, bro. Come on. You gotta chill. At some point, they gotta chill, but they literally be gaslighting and overdoing it when it comes to the program. And for real, I'm sick and tired of it. I ain't gonna allow it to, to frustrate me or to have me crashing out or doing something that I don't want to do. It's not gonna get to that point. I promise you, it's not. The more pushback I get, the harder that I want to fight the program. I'm not even lying. As I stated, they sent me to the emergency room. When I woke up this morning, they literally started targeting my heart at like 7:10 this morning. It stopped. It's of course we got the horn honking. It stopped around 8:25, and then it increased about 10 minutes later. So about 8:35, it became unbearable to the point where I really thought though that I was literally ready to die. If anybody tuned in to the live, y'all would literally hear that. I kept getting off live to call my family, to call the girls, to tell them to come up that jump because I felt as though I was ready to die. They were doing nothing to help me. They left me in the room, even when my heart rate was up to like 117. They left me, gave me no medication, didn't try to do anything to help. All they did was drew blood and left out the room and left me there to suffer, literally. The only thing that made them start acting and, taking preventive measures or acting like they want to render aid was my girlfriend literally coming up there to bear witness to it. And then they started to act professional and acting as though that, they were always trying to render aid or to help me. It's really ridiculous on what I have to go through in this program. I'm pretty sure it is with everybody who's in the program, but as of lately, when it comes to me and this heart thing that they've been doing, trying to force me to have heart attacks, when I say it has become like it gotten to a level where it's literally unbearable. I was literally in the hospital today wishing for death. I was wishing for it. I literally was in there, Joe, like they just need to hurry up and kill me. That's how excruciating the pain was. I'm talking about so much pressure on my heart. It hurted so bad. And these people know that I got them dead to rights. So they're literally doing everything in their power to prevent me from getting my medical records. The lady's supposed to call me back Monday. Here it is Thursday. Y'all had to cook up something like this. So you just remember to call me back. I spoke to you Friday. You said that if I ain't get a call back Friday, then you would call me the first thing Monday. Here it is Thursday. And you're calling me now to tell me that I don't have access not only to my medical records, but I don't have access to y'all company policies. That's a load of crock. Y'all already see where I was going with this. Y'all already know that my medical records is going to prove that I came up there complaining about heart issues and pains in my head. So what they did, they threw mental health in there to cut me off from it. So now they're telling me that, so you mean to tell me I don't even have access to my own medical files. So any hospital that I go through that y'all are partnered with and share the same database is going to be the same thing. So each hospital y'all affiliated with, I got to remember which hospital it is, avoid those hospitals, because if any other hospital that's not affiliated with y'all don't share the same database, y'all would actually be violating HIPAA laws. So now I got to find different hospitals to go to and avoid all these bond secure hospitals that's intertwined with one another because they're literally railroading me. When I went there on the 11th, they refused to render aid. I went there today, I collapsed in the lobby, and this lady that was the receptionist was still trying to get me to sign papers to consent and to them rendering aid. Lady, I done collapsed in here. You mean to tell me you still hovering above me to try to get me to sign some papers instead of y'all rushing the nurses out here, rushing the gurney out here, running me to the back and hooking me up to whatever machines y'all could do to monitor my heartbeat and what's going on with my heart? You mean to tell me I'm literally half conscious on the ground in the lobby of a hospital and you're standing over me trying to get me to sign a paper? Cut it out. Cut it out. That's disrespectful. Would you treat me the same way if I came in there with a gunshot wound to the head? Is you gonna stand on me and ask me, look, sir, we can't treat you until you sign these papers? Is that's what it gonna be? And then only for y'all to hook me up to the EKG machine and see that my heart rate is literally above 115. That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. That's just utter ridiculous. So it's like overt. I'm not even going to say that it's overt. It's to the point where I feel as though that the program don't care how they take me out. They're going to flex their muscles any way that they can. They're going to show me that I'm powerless in this whole situation and they control every aspect of my life. and it's ridiculous. It's some spooky times, to be honest, though. I don't fear a lot, but when I was in that hospital today, I'd be allowed to say that slight fear didn't overcome me on how those people was treating me, looking at me, watching me sit there and suffer and not trying to render aid. It was like being surrounded by sociopaths and psychopaths. It was literally the wildest experience I'd ever had in my life. And I done seen some wild things and been through some wild things. Nothing takes the cake like this did. Even when it felt as though that my heart was ready to bust and I'm pressing for a nurse to hurry up, get in there, and the machine I'm hooked to beeping out of control, no one came in there. No one returned my nurse call. No nurse jumped on the speaker, asked what's wrong. No one rushed in there. Any of that, none of that. I literally laid in there suffering while struggling to talk to my girlfriend to tell her to hurry up and get up here. Luckily, the hospital that I was in, we only lived like 6 or 7 minutes away driving. Any longer, I would have been dog food, like mincemeat up in there. These people tried everything in their power. Bro, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because now it puts me in a situation that, I have like a phobia now on going to the emergency room because every emergency room I've been going through since I've been targeted, they act weird. They do a lot of weird stuff. They tell me that their policies change. They tell me that I don't have access to my records. They leave me in a lobby, collapse, like not rendering no aid. It's weird. It's extremely weird. The more I try not to record and think about the program, the more crazier they become. It's so crazy, to be honest, because I got a video on private. I woke up about 6:30 because the neighbors started banging, slamming their doors. Boom, boom. I'm talking about repeatedly. Boom, boom. Matter of fact, this neighbor right here is one of them, and a neighbor under us. What she would do is literally come to her door and just keep opening and slamming it. Boom, 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 boom. 24/7. Y'all don't know how much I got that documented and recorded. The lady under us do the exact same thing. Just walk to the door, open up the door, and constantly slam it back to back to back. So when I seen that they woke me up like that this morning, I instantly pulled out my phone and I hit record on the laptop and on my phone. And I said, yeah, I know I'm going to end up in the hospital today because they started out so crazy. I mean, I talk about it was more crazier than it ever been when it comes to my targeting. Like they didn't hesitate to show me that it was going to be overt and a lot of harassment today. They did not hesitate to show me that. Even with me wearing this Holter device, this heart monitor to track my EKG and EEG and all this, they still target me. It's like they started to target me more. When I say what they did to me today was one of the most excruciating pains I had to deal with in my 40 years of walking this earth. I cannot over exaggerate enough. I'm talking about, just think about it. Something just crushing your heart. This is the pain that I felt. Anybody who tuned into that live, y'all see I was begging these people to put me to sleep because the pain was so unbearable. They let me know that, no, we can't do that. It's as if they wanted me to suffer through every minute of it. I'm talking about unbearable. Unbearable. To be honest, I don't know how I didn't die unless they didn't want me to die. They just wanted me to suffer. That's the only logical explanation that I could think of, is that they literally just wanted me to like suffer. They didn't want to kill me. They just wanted me to suffer. And that I did. Like I said, I'm unapologetic with it. Even on the live, I said, y'all might as well kill me. I ain't begging for my life, no none of that. Go ahead, get it over with. I was praying that these people literally bless my heart just so I don't have to endure the pain that they were putting me through. I'm not lying. I was begging for death. And that's sad, bro, for real. That's sad because it takes the joy out of life. It takes the meaning out of life, at least especially out of mine. They done degraded it and put my life like on the bottom level. It's like everything and everybody in my vicinity, life is more important than mine. And not only that, but they're attacking it from every aspect, to my health, to my mental, to my physical, and it's not cool. I believe I'm handling it well, compared to some TIs who didn't know what was going on, and they, took it to the extreme and did something that they shouldn't have did or whatever or whatnot. But honestly, I don't know how much more of this that my body could take. To be honest, I ain't even playing with it. I don't even think I'm gonna make it out this apartment that I'm living in right now. And that's how crazy they've been attacking me and my heart. It's like the program don't bother me. The lady slamming the door, of course I spoke on it, but it don't bother me. I done got so used to it. When they used to do it, it used to put me in fight or flight mode. So my heart would start racing as if someone scared me. They could slam the door 100 times and I literally toned it out to the best of my ability to the point where it don't put me in a fight or flight mode. And it's like that they know that now. So all they do is spend time targeting my heart. So all my attacks now is to my head and to my heart. I get the most sharpest, piercing pains ever in my head. I'm talking about like someone is literally pinching nerves in my brain. It's the most aggravating feeling that one could even imagine. Like I wouldn't even want my worst enemy to feel this. Look at the red scooter. Little red moped riding past. Not sure if that's part of the program, but that's what the program makes me think, which I'm pretty sure that it is. We got the flyover. It's just weird, bro. It's just weird for real. And it make me feel helpless in a sense because I done took every legal route that I could about the program, even when it come to me requesting my medical records and they're telling me that I'm not allowed to know their policies and it's against their policies to tell me or to give me my medical records because they didn't put in my medical records that is dealing with mental health. Y'all ain't even psychiatrists, y'all doctors. You're my primary care physician. You supposed to see me for the thing that I'm in here. You ain't supposed to take it off your own understanding and try to convince me that the pain that I'm enduring in my head is in my mind and I'm just paranoid because I'm really not feeling the pain or experiencing it. Well, if that's the case, you could say the same thing about my heart. But the EKG machine showing you that my heart rate right now is 115, 116, 117 and rising. Even today in the hospital, they say, oh my God, your heart rate is extremely high. Of course, it is. Y'all know it is. And it's just weird that when my heart rate was the highest, it was nobody to be found. It was nobody to return my buzzard when I was pressing the buzzard. You know, the little nurse calls thing that they give you on the bed that you could change the remote. That's multi-purposes. You could call for a nurse. You could turn the TV up. You could turn the TV on. Nobody was responding. Literally, it was over a minute before I got somebody to, hi, yes, sir. Is everything okay? You know it's not. I know y'all heard this machine in here beeping. My heart feel like it's ready to explode. Why ain't nobody returning? I even recorded the nurses when they came up in there. Before they leave, I said, why it take somebody so long to respond to me? When y'all heard his response, bro, first and foremost, he started stuttering. It's like he didn't even expect me to answer the question. He started, oh yeah, we wasn't around the phones. And then the other nurse go start laughing like, oh yeah, we wasn't around the phone. Like something's cute and funny, bro. Y'all up here playing with me, bro, playing with my health, playing with my life, playing with my livelihood, and I supposed to just grin, bear it, and smile, bro. That's out of control. That's out of pocket, bro. Should nobody have to go through that. Now we got the bike rider and we got the red shirt right here. It's just ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous for real. Honestly, it's ridiculous. So it's like I've really gotta just suffer because I'm not gonna get no medical help when it comes to that. At all. When I do get there, like I said, the last two experiences I had at the same hospital was the absolute worst experiences I have ever endured going to receive medical help. It was the absolute worst. I wouldn't recommend that hospital to my worst enemy. But like I said, it's too convenient for me because it's like literally up the street in this direction. It's literally like 6-7 minutes this way. So it's like, of course, I'm going to try to rush and get to the closest one. But we have another hospital that's this direction too. That's I would say about 12 minutes, 13 minutes driving. Literally, we have MCV right here. We have community hospital right here. My last visit at MCV, why I was experiencing an elevated heart, it felt like I was having a heart attack. They set me in the lobby and literally told me that they can't bring me in the back right now because their policies changed. What is stating right here on the front desk that if you're suffering from this, that, and the third, then it's an emergency. And if you're suffering from this, that, and the third, then sit in the lobby. I classify under the emergency, and y'all still set me in the lobby. That is crazy. That's bonkers. And then y'all gonna tell me that the policy changed. So you mean tell me the policy changed for people who are suffering signs and symptoms of having a heart attack? So now, so your policy changed to the point where y'all set those people on the back burner and set them in the lobby and just let their heart beat out their chest, damn near explode. You can't convince me that the policy changed. That's why this doctor had to step up when I started grilling you with the question. So when did y'all policy change? Because I just was in here last week and y'all rushing me straight to the back. So you mean tell me within 7 days y'all policy changed and it's affected people who showing symptoms of a heart attack? Get out of here. I'm not gonna get worked up or nothing. I just want to record you on camera saying this because you're gonna have to stand on these words. And that's the point that I'm at right now with it. It's really ridiculous though. It's really ridiculous, especially when we can't trust the medical field. And like I said, since this year, my targeting has become so worse when it comes to these neural weapons and these non-ionizing radiation and the ionizing radiation. It's became so bad that they literally put me in the hospital 3 times a month. So I'm averaging, on average, let me see, January, February, March, April. I've already been to the emergency room since January 1st, 12 times, not even including my doctor's appointments. Literally, I have been to the emergency room 12 times so far this year. I average 3 visits per month because they target my heart so much. The only way I go to the emergency room is when the pain becomes unbearable and I really feel like I'm ready to have a heart attack. Like it's to the point where I can't breathe, could barely walk. It has to get severe for me to go to the emergency room. So that says a lot on how many visits that I done had so far in 2024. And it's ridiculous. Like I said, I ain't afraid of death. I was hoping they did it earlier today. But really, I take that as they just want me to suffer. It's like bringing me to death's door and just reviving me before I lose consciousness or before I die. And that's like sickening for real. Because just let me go. I'm cool. I'm ready. Even though I shouldn't feel like that. I still got plenty of life ahead of me. Or although if I wasn't targeted anyway, that I should, it's expected. But they have cut my lifespan so short with this technology, with the psychological warfare that they've been running, with everything that they've been doing. My lifespan, I know, had to have dropped by at least 20 years in the last 4 years of being targeted. And that's sad because I know I'm not going to make it to at least 45, 50, and I'm 40 now. I know I'm not going to see that, which is cool. I done came to terms with that. But what's not cool is how they're using the system to target what they classify as dissidents with no valid reason. If we were the terrorists, why would y'all have to run psychological operations on us? Why would y'all have to get the medical field or our doctors, our primary cares to target us? Why would y'all have to do that if we were the bad guys? Why wouldn't y'all just lock us up if we were literally non-investigative subjects or either deemed terrorists? It literally makes no sense. That's the world we're in today. But I really had to get on here and vent about that. So now I'm waiting on this fake advocate from the same medical institution to come and make it seem like she's trying to help me when her sole purpose is to protect the institution. Who am I? Bro, that's like, why would they hire somebody who's against the institution to fight against the institution, to advocate for the institution? That makes no sense. That's like me hiring somebody and saying that it's unbiased, and I'm gonna get my people that I hire that work for my company to come and question you and provide you with help, even though you feel as though that you're being screwed over. I'm gonna send my same people that work for the same company to come over there and provide you some type of help. What? What is that? What is that? So you mean to tell me y'all ain't got nobody on the outside? Even though I would feel as though that they're corrupted too, but how obvious and blatant do y'all have to be with it? That's just weird. Why would I trust her when I see that the ladies from Record is covering for my primary care? So you think that I don't think that this fake advocate y'all telling me to call and supposed to return my call back? She's supposed to be different. She really here to make a difference and to make sure that the hospital don't violate y'all rules. And she worked for the hospital. The same hospital that she's advocating against is cutting her check. Stop it, bro. Stop it. That makes no sense, bro. I might was born that night, but not last night. They act like I just fell off the turnip truck, but they gaslight so much, and it's really nothing I could do. Ain't no lawyer. Of course, ain't no lawyer gonna take up this case. If a lawyer do take up the case, you better bet all they gonna do is take your money and run off with it, and then drop you and tell you there's nothing that they could do. The system is so corrupt, and frankly, I can't wait till it to collapse. I don't care if I'm here or not to witness it, bro. But it's just too corrupt. We need a reset. We literally need a reset. We need a reset, a major one. I had to get on here and vent about that because I found it mind blowing. I was literally taken aback when this lady called me and told me, well, you know that she already gave me the price for how much my medical records was going to be, because they was charging me $20, then 50 cents per page after that. $20 to request it. I had to pay that. Then 50 cents per page after that had to be printed. She called me back, not on the day she said, which was Monday, but called me back like an hour ago and told me that, well, you know what? After reviewing everything, we can't give you your medical file because it's dealing with sensitive information. The information is about me. Y'all done conjured up this whole, it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird. I ain't gonna even focus the camera on that. Now we got another person walking by in red. It's just weird, the things that they do, bro. There really ain't no way I could combat it. I done tried everywhere. I done tried the legal route. I done tried the medical route. I done tried literally everything I could think of. And it's nothing. I haven't came close to anything yet. I mean, remotely close. They're not gonna let me. As I would expect, though, of course, it ain't gonna be that easy. You know, something of this magnitude. You know what I mean? Just think about it. They're committing war crimes, crimes against humanity. Of course, they're not gonna let little old me disturb that. Of course, they're gonna kill me before that, which I really don't care. I'm not gonna stop fighting. I'm not gonna surrender. I'm not gonna retreat. It's just that nothing I have tried so far has worked, and I don't think that it is, but I'm still going to try. I have to. I have no choice but to. I literally have no choice but to. Another person in red. That's 3 people. The last 3 people who walked by was in red. Then you had the scooter and another red car just rode past. Red is a very popular color right about now. Then we got the red right there. I don't know if y'all can see. Walking by the bus. Right there with that Sprinter in turn. It's just ridiculous. Every bystander is walking by in red. I guess that's all coincidence as well. A Reverend white van, a Reverend white vehicle just drove by before the white van. It's ridiculous, bro. No matter how much you want to ignore the program, even when I'm driving, I don't even pull my phone out to record no more. I don't record the one headlights. I don't do any of that. Literally, I don't do any of that anymore. The last couple of times I got on here to talk about my targeting is dealing with the medical field, how they're trying to force me to have a heart attack. Those are things that I can't help but to talk about. They affect me physically. So, but the mental aspect of the program, I didn't overcame that part. This is the part that I struggle with. I don't think there's no overcoming this part right here, though. I mean, how could you? How could you overcome this part when your heart feels as though it's being crushed? Your heart rate is up to 117, 118. Like to the point where your heart rate is extremely high. No shit, Sherlock. Do something about it. Besides, walk out the room. You're gonna give me an aspirin. What is that gonna do? Put my ass to sleep, please. Because this joint is unbearable. Please put me to sleep. I'm in there begging these people to sedate me, bro, to drug me and put me to sleep because the pain is so unbearable. I mean, I done broke bones. I done did all this, and I'd rather deal with any one of those pains. It's just blowing me, bro. Every vehicle that's riding through here is white for some weird reason. Another white one just rolled up there. The white Reverend van, then the white Reverend car that just rolled down here. Every vehicle is white for some reason. I guess white vehicles and red shirts on pedestrians walking by is the thing today. Shit is just ridiculous, bro. That one got to put up to this. Like I said, the mental aspect only bothers me when I focus on it, like how I just pointed the phone and got irritated noticing it. That's only when I pay attention to it. Other than that, the gang stalking don't exist unless they are targeting my heart. I sleep with the AC on 69 degrees. It be times in here where I'm literally melting. I'm so hot, I don't know what to do. I'm talking about sweating profusively. My back is burning like somebody got a lighter on it. It's absolutely insane. It's crazy. It's crazy. And there's nothing wrong with me medically. I done went through every aspect of what these doctors could say that well, we're looking for the reason to see why you keep ending up down here. And it's like I said, it's gaslighting because of course I can't tell y'all the reason because y'all gonna say it's mental health issues. So I gotta play this dumbass game with y'all and keep on jumping through hoops and loops and taking these weird medications just so I can say, okay, well, this hydroxyzane didn't work for anxiety. Now y'all want to get me Ativan? Well, guess what? It ain't working either. Now I'm right back up in here and I just took the Ativan pill that y'all told me was going to help me an hour ago. And my heart being more rapid than ever. It hurt actually worse now that I took that motherfucking drug that y'all told me to take. So really, I don't know what to do, bro. It's like I'm really on borrowed time. I'm just waiting. Like I'm really just waiting. It took forever for my business credit card to get here. They kept taking my credit card out the mailbox. So every time it said deliver, I go up there to get it, then deliver. I'm talking about this that happened 3 times. I supposed to got my credit card on the 6th of April. I supposed to got the business one a little while ago before that. And I'm literally just getting both because I had to call the companies and tell them to resend them because someone keeps stealing my mail. Then after each phone call, they come the very next day, ironically. A week past the time that they were supposed to be delivered. Both of them showed up the day after I called each company. It's just ridiculous. Then when I'm in a hospital, documenting and recording, now my phone keeps shutting off, it keep cutting on and powering off on its own. Just a whole bunch of weirdo stuff, bro. It's just sick, bro. The lengths that these people go through to let you know that you're targeted. Like I said, the average person wouldn't understand this unless you experience it yourself, which I understand. I'm not in the market for even trying to convince people that this is actually going on with me. It's either you believe it or you don't. You want to say I'm a mental patient? Cool, that's fine. You're entitled to that right. You're entitled. Now we got the red shorts jogging up the streets. People are freaking weirdos, bro. It's just sad. So I'm not in here to try to overprove myself or none of that. But when it comes to them targeting my heart the way that they've been doing for the last few weeks, it's, like I said, some things I can't help but to speak on. There's another Reverend vehicle. What color is this? Oh, we ain't come up this street. We went down the side street. They just ridiculous, bro. I ain't got nothing else to do. Another red shirt. Just look at all the pedestrians walking by. That's 5 pedestrians that all walk past that got red attire on since I've been out here filming. Literally 5 pedestrians walk by, 5 different individuals, and all of them have red on. Literally, every last one of them had red on. It's ridiculous. We could chalk that up as a coincidence, I guess. It's just sad that these people are ripping and running through the city like they're doing. I'm talking about unchecked, unscarred, no consequences, no repercussions. It's just that we gotta literally sit by and deal with it. It's unacceptable. It's highly unacceptable, bro. I can't respect nothing like this, bro. Let me get off here. I've vented enough, man. Let me get back to my daily program. It's just, I'm about fed up, man. I'm not gonna let them look at it, bro. I got it. Let me go in the house, bro, because they got me aggravated and they got me paying attention to stuff that I literally stopped paying attention to. And it's like, but once you see it, once you're in the program, you can't unsee it. You can't help but to see it. That's enough venting for the day. Sorry if I got on here sound like I'm complaining, but it's better this than to lose my cool and to do something foolish, which I'm not gonna let them win in that aspect. Of course they could win other ways, but it ain't gonna be me crashing out that give them the win. I promise you it's not. I might as well go ahead and force a heart attack or a stroke because, like I said, they've been targeting They've been targeting my head a lot lately. I'm talking about with the sharpest piercing pains. I don't know how many white vehicles gonna roll through here. Let me get in the house, bro, because these people irritate me. All right, that's about it, man. I just wanted to get a reinvent, man. Let y'all know what I was going through. Um, I hope y'all day going better than mine. That's all I can say. It's ridiculous. Oh, let me read. Let me read your comments. Let me read these comments. Jeez, I didn't even know it was that much first. Um, no way it's short records. They're trying to play you. Don't let them. Love like work, or you're targeted. I haven't been to an institution since the last doctor out of the hole through my health socket. We are targeted individuals. The most I told me to stay away from all institutions. I have to do something. Stuff is usually state level. Federal level is linked to. And look up. Let me brighten up my screen. I could barely see. I'm reading some of these comments right quick. My phone on 4%. So link special ops. Phantom drone levels 1 through 5, all public. I have a lot of stupid people at work. I work at the YMCA. The doctors and nurses at Mercy Ships, ciphering adrenochrome and organ harvesters are softwood and the Waltham. Michigan, I guess that's Michigan, Maine. Is that Maine? Floating nurses, doctors, and computer engineers hired by contractors. Contracts go for 3 months to 2 years at a time. Yes, they are. Yes, I do. Shalom. I know I'm not only here. Muck, bro, the same thing happened to me before. They made my heartbeat speed up and thought I was having a heart attack. I went to the ER. They said it was an anxiety attack. Yeah, that's because because it's all linked to mental health. They're never gonna try to get to the root of it. They're gonna keep on making our experiences linked to mental health. So we're gonna get things like anxiety, or another one that they told me today, it might be gastro problems or acid reflux. It's none of that. All y'all did all the tests for everything. So the only thing that y'all can say now is make it a mental issue and say that it's anxiety. Well, sometimes, so they tell me this all the time. Well, sometimes your body could be stressed and you not even know it. So it could be subconsciously affecting your body, this, that, and the third, bro. Stop telling me I'm not stressed, bro. Even though I promise you I'm not stressed. They go after my animals 86 far in 3 years. They stole and were poisoned and tried to refer me to a psychiatrist. Yeah, Muck, they did the same with me. It's just ridiculous. Don't sign the thing, remove liability. We got another bike rider. Coincidentally, this bike rider stopped right here. He wanted that bike rider, for some reason, riding a red bike, wanted to take a break right there. For some odd reason. I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe he got tired exactly right there, so I could see him on his red bike. Who knows? Let me see. Don't sound a thing. Kind of, yeah. Okay, target each other. It's a win for those devils. Either we die or we get institutionalized. Yup. My next door neighbor mirrors everywhere I go in the apartment. Doesn't matter what time it is. Muck, you're absolutely right. This weirdo right here in apartment C, bro. So what I did, I recorded the other morning I wake up. So she got a normal routine. They get started with the noise campaigns at like 6:30 all the way to 7:30 in the morning. So what she would do is she'll set it off with slamming her door repeatedly. Boom, 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 boom. Then what she'll do is start yelling. So what I did the other day, I recorded and predicted that they was gonna wake up doing this at precisely 6:30 or whatever. I got it all on film. I promise you, I've been loading up so many videos on private, bro. If I was to get one line right now on the laptop and to show y'all how many I got, it's unbelievable. So what she did with me the other day, she did the overt loud conversation. And these walls in this apartment like brick. They're not sheetrock. It's nothing that you go poke a hole through. So you have to make a lot of noise in order for it to travel to our apartment. So what she do is act like she on the phone. Yeah, girl. Yeah, I know, girl. Da, 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 da. She did that the other morning. So I got up. Instead, I got out of the living room off of the couch and I went to the back room. Of course, she came back there with the overt loud conversation. So I said, watch me go on the recording. I'm gonna play it for y'all tonight. So y'all know I'm not lying. I said, now watch me go back to the living room. And she gonna follow me to the living room with the overt loud conversation. I went to the living room, not even 40 seconds later. Yeah, girl, that's what I'm saying. Ha ha ha. Standing right by the wall in the living room where I'm at. She did this for like 10, 15 minutes straight. Just follow me everywhere I went. I went in the back room, she came back there. I went in the bathroom, she come in the bathroom. I go back in the living room, she in the living room. Literally, she did that. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. That's the point of the machine. At least you're aware of the monitored experimentation. That's facts. That's what they're. Now monitoring she's pretty. And now you hooked up legally, but you always been hooked up. That is facts, bro. I hate the fact that they definitely got me hooked up to this because they could tell where my vitals is. I mean, it's everything. They could tell where I'm at every walk, step in the apartment that we're in. It's ridiculous, bro. Like I said, they let you know. But as I stated, only a targeted individual would know the tactics that's being used. That's why I predict what's gonna happen before it happened. Like some of the videos that I got on private, I literally said, okay, y'all see her doing this over loud conversation. Watch me go in the back room, and she followed me back there in the back room with the same over loud. Now, why she followed me in the bathroom? And she literally do everything I said verbatim. You got to understand, it's like, what is the odds of that going on? So now he got off the bike and he having an overt loud conversation on the phone. There's no access to this yard right here that he's standing by. The gate is, okay, the gate right there by the trash can. He done stopped right there. I just want to show y'all on his red bike. On his red bike, he just stopped right there. For some odd reason, I've just been struggling right there. People weird, bro. Shit weird. I never get it. I never understand. Yeah, man. That's it, man. I just had to get up there and get that off my chest because you can't keep something like this bottled up. That's the thing that defeat most of us in this program. I ain't gonna let it defeat me. The only way it's gonna defeat me is by death. Far-wise is going crazy, saying something to someone who just appears to be sitting there minding their business. I already know how that'll make me look like the aggressor. Not only that, it'll make it look like I have mental issues. So, stuff like that I don't let bother me because I understand the end goal of it. I understand what it's designed to make me look like if I say something. So, I deal with it. I don't let it bother me. He not in my vicinity. He ain't gonna hurt me. He ain't gonna touch me. He made sure to look straight at me though, pulling off. He was behind the tree the whole time. Couldn't see me. For some reason, when he pulled up, he looked directly at me. Old weirdo. Somebody who can't provide for himself need the police to provide for him. It's crazy. Yeah, that's enough. Man, let me go and try to get some business taken care of. I still got my heart monitor on. They don't care nothing about it. They don't care nothing about it. It's like it gave them the cue to target me more. So I'm this probably be my last day even wearing that because I gotta mail it off to the doctor's office so I could get the results. But as I stated, my faith in the medical institution has dwindled like dramatically. Now, when I first was going to this hospital community, first few visits there was beautiful. There was nothing weird going on. They responded in the proper time. They rendered aid in the proper time. The nurses answered when I buzzed it. They were Johnny on the spot. I had no issues. Now, every time I go there, it's a whole bunch of weird stuff going on. Yeah, but that's about it. Appreciate those who stopped by to hear me rant. Appreciate those who left comments and showing support. Fight still going on. I don't know how long I'm gonna last. Not saying that I'm gonna crash out, but I'm just saying how, when my body gonna give out. As I stated, I don't want nobody to be sad. I'm not looking for sympathy, empathy. It is what it is. I accepted the fact that I'm gonna die in this program. I accepted the fact that I'm gonna die of a heart attack. I'm making the best out of everything I got. Still pushing the business. Still upping my credit score. Still applying. Still getting approved for credit cards. Still planning on trying to buy acres of land by the end of this year or the beginning of next year, however it goes. I mean, I'm really almost at the goal, but I really want to buy me a company vehicle, even though I know they're going to sabotage that and vandalize that. It's still not going to stop me from doing it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That dog looked like Bud, the golden retriever. Appreciate y'all as always. Another flyover, just wanted to show y'all that. I get that all day. Majority of the time, it's Virginia State Police or a medical hospital. Some of the time, they'll circle above the apartment for hours on end, literally hours on end. I even record them on the 24-hour flight radar, and it would show the path that they were flying in, where they took off from, and everything. They literally would fly above me in a circle for over 30 minutes to an hour, literally. Some of the helicopters be running incognito, so some of them don't even be showing on the flight radar map. So How that's allowed, I don't know. I only assume that it's military if they have the permission to do that, because NORAD control or everything that goes up in the air. So the only way you could fly incognito like that is if it's a military aircraft, is what I came to determine anyway. But yeah, nevertheless, man, I done gave these people too much of my energy right now.